Some other things here in Wombat's Overwatch Onslaught and news and stuff. At DJ GZ wants us to talk about Google's possible entry into gaming, aka Project Yeti.
Yeah, when we know something about it, I guess then we can talk about it.
Well, it's supposed to be like a streaming cloud service where all the games are being played on somebody else's, on their computer.
I don't know how I feel about streaming game service.
I know how you feel about it.
Yeah,
you don't like it?
I feel about it. Yeah, I like Game Pass because I could download games. I downloaded a whole bunch of games recently, like the what game? The Zombie Army Trilogy game. Game's weird.
What the fuck is that?
It's a game that you could download if you have Game Pass. So just download it. Came out this week.
No, I'm gonna keep playing Overwatch.
And this other cute little family game where you play as like these legless people that float around and hit people with swords. That one's cute too, but I can't think of the name of it right now to save my life because I'm getting old and forgetful.
Overwatch.
Not Overwatch.
So this Google thing is NVIDIA already is doing this. They have a service already in operation called, what is that thing called now? GeForce Now, yeah. I guess at some point, I mean, I know like in America, the internet infrastructure is actually quite bad. So while in major cities you can get good high-speed access, in the middle of the country,
not without even with good access in the era of no more net neutrality and
who knows,
Comcast already throttling people. It's don't get a streaming anything.
I think these companies are looking towards the future. They're laying the groundwork now, but the reality is only a select few customers could actually use the service reliably. But they're counting on, broadband being more broad later, I guess. Nintendo, we answered that question. I didn't know. Ad Henley Merrill writes in and asks if Nintendo really needs a new 3DS. Have they announced a new 3DS or something?
They have one. It's called the Switch.
They announced some new versions, right?
That sounds like something they would do and something I would expect them to do. So
right, like Minecraft and I forget what the other two games.
That's a good idea.
It's like 3 versions that had just skins on them, basically.
But it's the same 3DS.
Yeah,
I think Nintendo's got the manufacturing on these down to very little,
and people collect them.
People collect them, exactly. We've talked about this a lot, actually.
That's fine. That's
people
not
out there
new,
with 20 3DSs. But yes, the Switch is the new 3DS, of course.
Kind of, though. Like the Switch still isn't cheap enough to replace the 3DS.
No, there's no reason to stop doing this. I mean, hell yeah, make a 3DS Minecraft box. Makes a lot of sense. Microsoft, a question from @Lucient2K2. He said, the Xbox One X seemed like a big deal for Microsoft. Are they already coming with another console?
Soon, probably in like 2 years or 3 at the most.
I think with the One X, Microsoft wanted you to think it was a big deal, and they wanted you to think that they're invested in the Xbox, which they are. That was a way of getting that message across. Like, look, we're going to build what's basically, as Shipwreck has said, an artisanal console.
I have one now.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I got one on Friday. I got
How did that happen?
We had a very
long story long.
Long story long. We had a very busy June at work, and I did a lot of extra work outside of the realm of the norm. And as a thank you, they gave me an Xbox One because they know I like video games.
An Xbox One X?
Yes, an Xbox One X. Like, we thought you would appreciate this. And
so have you tried it yet?
Yeah, I have it hooked up.
Have you tried fucking Ghost Recon?
I have not tried fucking it.
No, have you tried Ghost Recon?
I have not. I guess I should check that out. I don't have a 4K TV.
I think you would still
see it.
See a nice improvement in that game.
I mean, I have my One X hooked up to my projector a 1080p
That's true.
projector.
So I'll have to check that out and see if I can see.
Oh yeah, there's like a way you can filter which games are Xbox One X enhanced in your My Games and Apps thingy-mabob.
I need to do that. I need to do a little more deep diving. Maybe tomorrow, check it all out. I've only had it for a week.
Oh, for a week you should have fucked it already.
Exactly. Now the old Xbox One is in my daughter's room.
What? That's crazy.
And
She's going to be a video game junkie.
She wants live, and I'm like, you don't need no, you don't need that yet.
Dude, I'm getting texts from Ty's friends because they all got. I didn't realize. Like, I don't really, I talked to some of the other parents at school, but I guess all the kids got phones after 5th grade graduation. I did not get the memo that you were supposed to hand over the phone at the, as soon as they graduate 5th grade. So all of a sudden I'm getting texts, like group texts from 5th graders. And then like they figure out before I even say anything that this is, Ty's dad's phone. And like I'm kicked out of the conversation. But so yeah, now I'm investigating this whole thing. But it seems like the phone providers like Verizon and AT&T, at least Verizon, has very good parental control. So you can just say like, hey, during school hours, this phone does nothing except you could call your parents with it.
I have all sorts of controls set up on my kids' tablets.
Yeah. So it seems like, and it's also they're supposed to be built into iOS 12. But the phone providers charge for these services like $10 a month or some shit like that.
Oh, for phone service, cell service, yeah.
No, they're charging for the family filters.
Oh,
like these,
yeah,
there's like an app.
I just have everything scheduled, lots of weird scheduling stuff. Everything gets shut off automatically at 8:30.
But not on iOS, though, right?
Yeah, well,
you can do that.
The iPads do. Well, it's all done through the. It's done. It's not done through the. You know why? Because you said Verizon, which is why I was thinking that. Because that's the Wi-Fi in the house. I have it all done through the router.
Ah, okay. So you shut the router down.
Yeah, I shut it down for.
No, but what you could do is like if the kid has a phone, you could say, hey, it's only going to be a phone from 8 a.m. Like literally, you can only make calls to your parents from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yeah,
and then after school, porn.
No.
So much porn after school.
And from 8:30 p.m. to 7 a.m. on school nights, the internet for every child-owned device goes off.
Right.
So.
I'm saying you can drill down like specifically, like no game apps, no anyway. Anyway.
Yep.